It's Jeroslyn Jovan with Black Enterprise. And today I have the pleasure of chopping it up with the certified boss chick herself about her new business and lifestyle-based reality show, Boss Moves. Join me in giving a warm welcome to the one and only Mrs. Rasheeda Frost.
Hey, how are you, beautiful?
Thank you. I'm doing well. You are so beautiful, so stylish. You are one of my fashion inspirations. I love to just look at your Instagram to get ideas.
Okay, thank you. That's so sweet.
Yeah. So tell us about your new show, Boss Moves. How excited are you for this new show?
I am super excited. It feels so good to be able to be displayed in a different light, which is, my life and how it works and how we handle these businesses, me and my husband, and we deal with our family and how, we can talk about our mistakes and maybe prevent other people from making them, give people information, inform and just putting it all out there. It feels really good. I got friends and special guests who come on and drop a lot of gems about business and different things and different situations. So I'm just excited to be able to really just pivot in this direction and also be able to educate and learn at the same time.
Right now, you said a lot, and you guys are no strangers to reality television. We have seen you on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, sharing your business, taking us inside your clothing store and running the business with your family, running the business as a couple. How much more different will it be on Boss Moves compared to what we've seen on Love and Hip Hop?
Well, Love and Hip Hop, you just get a glimpse of maybe a piece of something that's going on. With Boss Moves, you get to see the real deal behind the scenes, behind the doors, how we move, how much money you should make, who you should deal with, should you use vendors, how should you set up your store, how should you do with your restaurant, should you have a savings, about how much, should you lease, should you rent, what's the benefits, what's not the benefits when it comes to real estate. We talk vast and broad about just different developments. How soon should you invest in real estate? What's the benefits in it? Just all these different things that, we really hit on. So it goes way deep. There's nothing else. The drama is, did we mess up or did we make it work?
Right.
That's the drama.
Good. And how long have you been working on the show?
Honestly, it's crazy because I've been working on it for a lifetime. You know why? Because of the fact that it's showcasing everything that's really going on in my life. But for this actual deal, it actually happened kind of quick. It didn't take us very long to film it. Probably maybe the whole crew came to Atlanta maybe a good 4 times. We bust out all these episodes, knocked them out really quickly, but was able to really dig in deep because we were in the middle of some major projects when we decided to do the show. So it kind of came together really, really good. But it was a quick filming of the show. It wasn't long and drawn out. It didn't take 8 or 9 or 10 months like we used to with Love and Hip Hop. But as far as it being in the making, they just kind of came and said, hey, we're looking to do a show and just kind of be able to inform people with, an African-American woman who has businesses, who has things going on. And voila, we're here, Boss Moves.
That's amazing. And you said there's so much more to it than even just following your day-to-day, because you're having sit downs and giving us advice on launching businesses. Where did you draw inspiration from with some of the conversations you're having on the show?
Honestly, the inspiration is the fact that we're in the jungle, doing this every single day. We all have different stories. We all deal with things on a different level. And, being able to kind of speak about those things and, give people information, teach each other things at the same time, learn from each other, hear each other's backstories, and really just talk about it and share it. It all just kind of comes out and pours out. So it's a really good thing. I think people will really enjoy that.
Definitely. And now tell us, how many businesses do you own and operate?
Okay. So Kirk and I have We have 3 Pressed store locations, 2 in Atlanta, 1 in Houston. But we have pressedatl.com, which is our online store that started before even before Love and Hip Hop, okay? And we've had her for 11 years. So she's extremely a busy business. Then we have Frost Bistro and Bar. We do have several real estate. We own a lot of real estate, and we're in the process of trying to figure out if we're going to build a subdivision or not, with about 19 acres that we own. So that's a project within itself. And then I have Poise Cosmetics, which is my cosmetic line. And besides being a wife and a mom, I mean, hey, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
And TV too.
And TV. Okay. How do you do it? How do you manage it all?
Girl, look, I don't know. You know, we say this word balance, which really is like unrealistic because everyday life and things happen all the time. So you might think you have a grasp on everything and it's crazy, but you know, we just try to do it the best way we can. I have a great family. You know, me and my husband, we juggle. Just like right now, my son's going to pick up my other son from school. He has to go with his tutor. I'm working and filming. My husband's downstairs filming. We have people up at the restaurant doing work. So we're like running around everywhere trying to figure it out. We just make it happen the best way we can. You do have to prioritize to a certain extent, but hey, it's only 24 hours in a day, so we do the best we can.
You do. And so look, I've been a fan for a minute. I used to give you money from buying your ringtones. You have yes.
Wow.
You have always talked about being a boss. That's always been the message in just who you are. And I wanted to ask, when did you start to make the decision to, you know, kind of transition yourself into entrepreneurship?
You know what? It's crazy because it really started in the music industry. And it stemmed from, number one, learning about the business of music, transitioning to be an independent artist, and learning all of that and being in that really, really difficult, crazy business really kind of started setting me up to be like, you know what? An independent artist means you have to be independent, learn the business, be strong, be the captain of your own ship, and make these decisions and make boss decisions. So that from there, it just really kind of evolved over into getting on reality TV and say, hey, this is a platform that I'm on. Now I need to really execute and become a boss and start my own businesses and really make this happen. So it really just kind of started from there, and understanding when the music industry was changing and reality TV was starting to become such a big thing. When we made those adjustments, we were like, okay, to make this work for us when reality TV is over, what do we need to do? Boom, be entrepreneurs.
And what were your views on entrepreneurship growing up? Like, did you grow up knowing like, I'm going to run my own?
Well, my mom was an entrepreneur. She was a hairdresser. You know, one of them fly ones who remind you of poetic justice. You remember she was like, all I do is dress to impress, because love don't live here no more. Yes. No, but seriously, she was like a fly ass, well-known hairdresser. And she, you know, took care of me and my sister. She was her own boss. She ran her own salon. So I saw that growing up.
Yes, that's so vital. That's so important.
It
is. And so now with Boss Moves, are there any misconceptions or stigmas around business, couples in business, women in business, Black people in business that you want to break?
To be honest with you, I don't know if of the stigmas. What I know is you get to see a real glimpse of like how we really do things, how we put it together, how me and my husband, you know, we work really hard to try to keep these businesses going. A lot of times you see all the fluff and you don't see the grind and the real work. You don't see us in there like, you know, scrubbing floors and, you know, all that type of stuff. So you really will get to see a lot more of what really, really goes on, because it's not glitz and glam all the time.
It is crazy. They're saying that it's more of a seller's market. And with you investing into real estate, is there any advice that you can give to couples hoping to embark on, you know, kind of where you are in your real estate journey?
It is it's actually a seller's market. Um, the prices of homes are out of control, and the people who are selling are getting, so much money. If you had $1 million home, you might be getting 1.795, $795,000 profit. You know what I mean? Like, it's really, really crazy. The thing I would say now for investors is watch what's going on with interest rates right now, because they're starting to go up. It's not as sweet as it was some months ago. And just be mindful of where you're at. Atlanta has changed. The climate in Atlanta has changed a lot. We have a lot of crime that's been going on. It's a lot that's been going on. So always be aware of where you're at, where you're looking to purchase. And right now I would kind of pump my brakes because we're in a really fun place when it comes to real estate right now because of the price hikes and how everything had been going. So if you have a good deal on the table, go ahead and close that deal because things can change in the matter of minutes right now, the way that the market's going.
Everything you said is just so spot on. That's why I wanted to ask you that. And elsewhere, so what we've also seen in the past, particularly with Pressed, you and Kirk have been very transparent with some of the ups and downs with running your business with your family. Is there any advice do you recommend hiring family members?
Listen, okay. It can be difficult, don't get me wrong, but it can also be very beneficial. And you really don't know until you do it. A lot of times you do know your family. If you know you got that uncle who ain't hitting on nothing, don't give him no job, okay? Let's just keep it real. But you got that good old auntie, that good cousin who's focused, who's ready to maybe make a pivot from where they're at and want to come join your team or whatever the case may be, who got your back, then give it a try. Yes, it's going to be difficulties. It's going to be difficulties with regular employees, let alone family. But if you're able to provide that opportunity for them and y'all work it out and they understand that business is business and family is another dynamic that we put to the side when we're at work, then it can work out. Like with us, we tried it with our kids and, we went into it with the intention, like, we're going to do this and this is going to happen and we're going to open this restaurant and they're all going to be happy and it's going to be great. And it didn't quite work that way. So now we know, but we would have never known had we not given it a try. And some kids stayed and some kids decided to move on. So that's the thing, so you just got to see how it works. But if you've got that little janky niece, don't give your janky niece and uncle no job.
And what advice do you have for couples that are looking to go into business together?
Love when couples work together. I think it's amazing. You do have to create that, okay, we done with work, now it's personal time type of thing.
Right.
Me and my have to do that. We have to shut down and shut off and get to me and him time. It can be beautiful. It also can be a headache. And, it could be a, gray area there sometimes where you're just like, oh my God, I can't deal with you like this. Find your place of peace. And, if you guys can make it work, make it work. I'm not saying it works for everyone, but for some people, it does work. And it's really beautiful when you can work together and build together.
And what about, friends, whether it be a female or male friend? Is that something you've ever embarked on, doing a business with a friend? And is it something you recommend?
I've always been the type to I like to do my businesses myself. I really do. Sometimes the friend thing can work. I've worked with people who I considered friends and things go sour sometimes. And sometimes you have to weigh it and be like, okay, do I want to make sure we have a great friendship or do we want to try to have this business relationship? And it could work and the friendship work and everything's okay, but it could, trying to do a business relationship could tarnish your friendship too. So you just kind of got to weigh that out, but if you and your friend, you have a dope ideas, you have a great vision, you come together, you have a successful business, that's a beautiful thing. It does work for some people and sometimes it just doesn't work.
That's true. And so my last question, you already have it all, Rasheeda, and you are so transparent in your journey, which is why we love you. But is there anything that you haven't done business-wise, career-wise, that you want to?
Oh, of course. Okay, so my goal is to have one of those big skyscrapers that has like your name on the top of it. So that's my biggest goal, right? But I have to grow still. I'm still a work in progress. I don't have it all. I have a lot to accomplish in my life. I really just want to continue to grow my online business. I really want to own, like, honestly, I really want to own probably like maybe like 40 buildings. Like, I really do. I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like anything is obtainable if you put your mind to it. And it doesn't matter the size or where they're located. As long as I can get me a good 40 of them, I would be really happy. But my main thing is to continue to build like a really big real estate portfolio. That's my dream.
I'm here for it. I'm here for when you're going to open Pressed LA.
Okay, period.
Okay. We need one out
Yeah.
here. But I'm here for everything, and I'm definitely here for this new show. This is right up my alley. So I'm excited to share it with our readers and our viewers here at Black Enterprise.